Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your November the 2nd spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Hope you're doing well this morning. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. The title of the meditation for today, Being Vigilant in the Here and Now. We must be willing to do whatever is necessary to recover. That comes from the basic text, chapter 9, just for today, living the program. I always remind myself, yesterday's recovery won't keep me clean today. A self-described chronic relapser shared as they celebrated a major milestone. Vigilance, right here, right now, has been key for me, they explained. I learned the hard way that the real work of recovery is that I have to be willing to do whatever's necessary. And I need to take time to be still and figure out what that is at any given moment. As spiritual principles go, vigilance is kind of a rock star. Excuse me. As spiritual principles go, vigilance is kind of a rock star. It's thick with meaning, pairing watchfulness with deliberate action. We start our practice of vigilance simply by paying attention. We level up from basic abstinence to a meaningful recovery when we choose to be active in our program, self-reflective and flexible, fine-tuning our approach as our personal program evolves. In the beginning, going to lots of meetings and not taking anything between them has the desired effect. A clear head and a bit of hope make for a great start. It's enough to keep us coming back. Listening to other members' story makes us want more. A member shared, if I want more out of my program, I've got to put more in. Inspired, we get a sponsor, cultivate a relationship with a higher power, and make steady progress through the steps. As a result, we get more and more comfortable in our own skin. Vigilance helps us to settle into our new way of life, applying what we've learned about spiritual principles in our daily affairs. We make time to reflect and fine-tune our approach as we move through life clean. As we remain watchful, we may notice that our emotional life, our thinking, our physical selves, a spiritual condition will still get out of whack from time to time. That's because we're human and because things change. But life's lessons have revealed a process of navigating through our difficulties, regaining focus and reconnecting with ourselves, those who care about us, and a higher power. I am an addict every day, but today I choose to be a recovering addict. I'm willing to do what's necessary to care for my spiritual condition and stay watchful over my program. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So they start out here with the experience of someone that calls themselves a chronic relapser. And they've used the thought that yesterday's recovery won't keep them clean for today, and that they understand that vigilance right now, here today, is what they need in order to continue to recover. And I think that's special. I think that's right. Vigilance is a rock star when it comes to spiritual principles. Perseverance is a rock star. They allow you to stay steady and to be consistent, even when you don't necessarily feel like it, right? But also humility is a rock star, right? There's so many spiritual principles that we actually need on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and they make our recovery sweeter, right? Honesty, open-mindedness, and willingness, those are considered to be the ones that are indispensable. You have to have, right? But there's a place in our recovery for every spiritual principles. That's why step 12 tells us that We apply them to all of our affairs. All of our affairs don't require for vigilance. All of our affairs don't necessarily require for kindness or even goodwill, right? That's a stretch, but it's the truth, right? And so the benefit of staying around and learning the program, working the program, living the program is that you begin to know what spiritual principles fit which situation. I'm an addict every day. I'm not always a recovering addict. I strive to be. But in order to be that, that means that I am applying spiritual principles every day in my life to all of my affairs. And I just don't do it perfectly. I definitely don't. And I would imagine that you don't either. But the intent is to do so. And that's where we can take comfort. Today, be vigilant in your here and now. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you. Have a beautiful day on purpose.